I'm Junie Swadron, and I'm so happy to be here talking to you today about something that many people know me as the Rewrite Your Life gal. And why is that? Because for decades now, that's what I've been doing. I've been rewriting my own life stories from the past, and so that I could live fully, embrace today in all the magic and miracles that today offers. And that is so much more than just the jargon of today. It's way more than positive thinking. I know that firsthand. I've been able to transform the stories of my painful past in ways that I don't even recognize who I used to be. But you might want to know what motivated me in the first place, or why I've continued to facilitate these groups and help train 6 people to be facilitators. They are now certified facilitators of the Rewrite Your Life program, because there's so many people right now who are still stuck in the past or afraid of the future and all of that. There's such a need. So my motivation to begin with was because my beginnings were so awful. I'm not ashamed to say that. Everybody was doing their best. I know that. But at the time, as a little kid, I didn't know that. I just didn't know where to hide. I didn't know where it could be safe. I didn't know any of that. And when I was, 20 years old, I was diagnosed with bipolar illness, and I was in and out of mental institutions. But one day, I don't know what inside of me just said, no, this does not have to be my future. It doesn't. I don't want this to be my life, a revolving door in and out of therapy or not therapy, psychiatrist's office and hospitalizations and such imbalance and such no groundedness, no security within myself or anywhere. I decided that I would seek out the people, the angels, those who could be my teachers and mentors and guides, who would help me put one foot in front of the other in order for me to grow, for me to find my own self-worth in a mind that was flooded with, who am I? Who am I? I didn't have self-confidence. I didn't have self-worth. I didn't have the ability to believe in myself. But I did seek these people out, and I can never be any more grateful than I am now to know that it is because I did that, because I reached out, and because I went beyond my fear of shame and self-blame and all of that stuff, right? And those mentors and teachers led me to the hallowed halls of university to become the psychotherapist that I am today. And since then, for decades, I've added to that list: published author, international speaker, podcast. I give podcasts to people who have actually transformed their lives, people who go from rags to riches emotionally. Yeah, podcast host is the word I was looking for. In any case, all of this to say it's so possible to change our lives. And what is the motivation that keeps me going year after year after with this? I also help writers become authors. I love it. But what motivates me to do what I do for decades now? The results. I have seen the results that people get. People who started off like me, who didn't believe in themselves, who were so scared. Life was just one series of Murphy's Law, bad news after bad news. And I've watched people's lives not just begin to get better, but soar. I've watched people soar in their lives, turn things around completely. In 2009, I wrote this book, Rewrite Your Life, a transformational guide to writing and healing the stories of our lives. And I'm so proud of the endorsement that I got from Julia Cameron, who was one of my major heroes. I facilitated a support group for the artist's way. Julia Cameron wrote that book for many years, 15 years. And I grew. I watched my students who said they had no creativity in their body. They also just went on to do the things that inspired them. They had their creative expression. And so she wrote, Junie Swadron is both a guide and a muse. Her book is a bright lantern, illuminating the often dark and tricky terrain of the soul. Grounded in personal experience, her techniques catalyze the deep authenticity possible to us all. I really do cherish that, because here's a woman who I absolutely admire and respect, and got to see me. She saw the purpose of this book and the motivation and what's possible. So if it's possible for me, it's so possible for you. And so what I want to say to you today is that, yeah, in 2009, this is where I was going with this. This book came from after an NDE experience, a near-death experience for me. And at a time when I was in a terrible clinical depression, and I went into this, almost died. Doctors did not think I would come out of a coma, and I did. And I came out in a state of grace. And before that happened to me, before the events that brought me to that place of not knowing whether I would live, I was in such a deep, 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 deep despair that although writing has been my number one tool to help me through almost everything, I couldn't write to save my life. If I were to say to you in a text or an email or something, I'll see you at 2:00. Oh my God, the anxiety that would come up just to write those few words would be unbearable. After I came out in that state of grace, when they took out all the tubes that were, that were saving my life, and I was now wide awake in a way that I never was before. And so all of that, equipment that was keeping me alive and I didn't need it anymore, I asked a friend to bring me my computer to the hospital. And I just downloaded this book. It's the beginnings of it. The words were just coming through me like I couldn't believe. Rewrite your life, it said. Rewrite your life. I knew how to do it. I'd been doing it for so many years by then. I just lost my way for a while. And now I was just channeling these stories. And I know the way in which writing and the proper tools and the mindset and absolutely executing those processes and those ways that will get you to a place that maybe you've never been before, where you can claim your life back. I know how to do it. And I invite you now to my very next Rewrite Your Life group program. It's from September the 22nd, I have the dates here, to November 24th. And actually, I wrote a second book last year. It's Rewrite Your Life 2. Peace awaits you. Because peace awaits you when you absolutely decide for yourself that you're ready, that it's non-negotiable. You are tired of living in the past, of things that have just haunted you for so many years and you can't seem to get over them, or horrible things that may be going on right now and you can't seem to get the drama out of your life. But what if you could? What if you could? What if there were no blocks anymore to whatever the patterns are, whatever those unconscious beliefs are, whatever's driving your bus that's not working anymore? What if? What if you became that teacher, mentor, and guide for somebody else, that you could stand so proudly in who you were and are now of who you've become, that you influence your children or the other people in your life around you? What if? Well, you can. You can once you decide and make it absolutely non-negotiable that your life is worth it. You are worth it. So all the details to my program are below. I've made it incredibly affordable because I want so many people to take advantage of this incredible tool, these tools, this program that have helped countless people over the decades. That's why I'm the Rewrite Your Life gal. Okay? Okay. Read the information below. See you soon.